Welcome everyone to another episode of SG Crypto. This episode is going to be all about mining. Just so you kind of know, some of you that have been following my channel, you understand this, but my channel is really, so I'm very interested in the crypto space, but that's not all that I like to cover. Typically I like to learn, right? As we all do. And so my channel is really just kind of a process of my learning. So when I learn a new thing, like these past couple of days I've been learning about mining. And so that is why I'm making a video on it. I just kind of like to educate myself and then pass on that education. And so this channel is really just a documentation of my learning journey, and it's just a way for me to help others and bring you along on that journey. So if you ever find that I say anything wrong throughout my videos, correct me in the comment section or in the Discord. All that, the Discord is obviously linked in the description. But for all you experienced miners out there, I'm not experienced. I'm really just in the education process right now. Please, leave some insight as to some of the risks that come into mining. I'll cover some of the risks, but there's only so much you can do through reading, so much you can learn through reading. That experience is nothing beats it. Experienced education is very valuable, and so any miners out there, that experienced miners, definitely leave some insight in the comment section or in the Discord. Would love that. And everybody would appreciate that here, especially me. And so basically, what is mining? And this will really tie in with ASIC mining. I'm not too familiar with GPU mining, but as far as ASIC mining goes, mining in essence is the process of trying to solve a complex mathematical equation to find a block, which will then be used on its network to store data from transactions on these blocks. And these blocks are crucial to the network's security. And so when you mine a block, so you're trying to solve this mathematical equation for a block, to find a block, and that block is used to store the transactions of, let's say, they're transactions that are made on that Ethereum network, whether that's buying or selling, staking, all that stuff. And so ETH mining would be solving an equation for a block on the Ethereum network. So I'm covering particularly Ethereum mining in this video. And so when you're mining for Ethereum, you're essentially trying to solve this mathematical equation to find that block. And so this is all essential to the security of the network. So when mining, the hash rate is what you need to be paying attention to, because each hash is a guess or calculation to try and solve the mathematical equation. My my speech is not on top today. So the higher the hash rate, the more likely to solve equations and find a block to get paid. And so a hash rate is simply a guess. Each hash is a guess. And so when you find a mining rig and all that stuff, what you're going to do then is decide upon a pool, a mining pool that you want to join. And a mining pool is essentially just a pool, a collection of various miners. So you can see this, that are all venturing towards the same objective, to mine for blocks and earn Ethereum. So, or Bitcoin or Litecoin, whatever the coin you're mining for. So this pool for mining Ethereum has 42,913 miners, and they have 24,625 kWh. I forget what that is, but here is a simple conversion tool you can use. So you type in that 24,625 GHS. It's a gigahash. 24,625, I believe it was, and that would come to about a little over 24 trillion hashes a second. That's pretty massive. So that's 24 trillion guesses every second on trying to solve this equation, to try and find this block to then earn Ethereum. Okay, and so this is kind of relatively a smaller pool. This is actually, I shouldn't say that, it's a good pool. And as you can see, they're earning, they found a block 12 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, 31 minutes ago, an hour ago. And so the more miners that are in a pool, the faster you're going to find blocks, and you'll see that with this one. So they have 400,000 miners with 309 terahashes. Okay, and that 309, let's plug that into this calculator. This will be linked in the description. Super helpful. 309 comes to 309 trillion hashes a second. 309 trillion guesses on trying to solve that equation to find that block. And if we come back to this, you'll see here 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, all these. There's a tons of blocks being found, okay? But the more miners in a pool, the less your payout. But if you look at the significance, now it's about 10 times as many miners in this pool, but look at the rate at which they're finding these blocks. I mean, tons. And so this would kind of, and this is actually the top pool, it's ethmining, and they also have an app to where you can see what exactly, or you can basically monitor what is going on, how many have been blocked, how much you're earning, etc. And so this is really just a great pool that would ensure that you're going to be earning. And so another thing to consider is the electricity rates in your state. So you're going to want to select the best state for yourself. You know, I know you're not going to necessarily have a ton of money to throw at this, and so if you're just looking to buy a rig, and like an ASIC miner is what I'm looking to buy, I'm probably going to go with this one, 3,000. You can spend quite a bit, as you can see, 20,000, 18,000. This 3,000 is a good mid-range, and it's one that I would purchase. And so you're going to be hashing 500 MHS. So let's plug that in. So 500 is mega hash. So 500 would be, what is that, 5 billion? 2, 3. 500 million. So that'd be 500 guesses a second. 500 million guesses a second. And that would just be adding into, that would be adding on top of that 300 trillion. So you'd plug all that into this calculator. It tells you really what your profit would be. You know, and this doesn't calculate other costs. So this pool here, it tells you, so with any pool you join, there's going to be a fee. There's going to be a fee. In this case, it's 1% fee on this one. And this pool here, it says it's a 1% fee as well. Let me come down, show you. Yeah, so that was Nano Pool, and there's a 1% fee. And it has the pplns payment scheme. I will go into that in a second. But basically, you'd plug that in, so 1% maintenance fee, and you would choose the state. So one of the cheapest states right now is both Idaho and Washington. It's about 10 cents, a little over 10 cents per kilowatt hour is the cost of electricity there, and that is one of the cheapest states. Those are the two cheapest states that I've seen so far. Things can always change, but I did that 11 cents just to kind of cover for any, just a little bit of a cushion. So plug that in, and you calculate mining, and then it'll show you the 1451 mining profit per day. And so that's per day. And what you would see is on a monthly basis, you'd be earning about 435. But again, this is not taken into consideration. You know, these mining rigs take up a lot of heat there. They put off a lot of heat. And so if you need to be making sure this is in a cooled environment, a properly conditioned environment for your rig. Because if it's not going to be running at max speed, and it's not going to be putting out as many hashes as you think it will. It's not going to be probably putting out that 500 million hashes per second if it's overheating. And so it's also a way to make sure that it's being well taken care of. So spending more electricity dollars on proper cooling, proper AC, etc., as well as maybe instead of doing this in a home, you want to turn this into a full-blown business and you want to rent out a big warehouse or even a small one to start. That's also going to cut into your monthly cost. So there's things beyond that, and this kind of comes back to our experienced miners. I would love to hear some of your insight and what are some of the best strategies you've been doing to help us get started. And this is really just a basic intro video to mining. I think I mentioned that, but just to kind of cover that again. And so once you find your mining rig, and you find the best state that you want to be mining in, and you've kind of done all your calculations, decided on the best mining pool to join, you're pretty much set to go. I believe there are other things to consider. Oh yeah, the payout methods. So there are several payout methods. They cover them pretty well in this article. I will link this in the description. As always, all these tabs will be linked in the description for you. So there are certain ones like PPS. So this is for pay per share. And so basically with this, you only get paid if the block you mine for is used on the Ethereum network. So in some cases, there will be times when you mine for, and you find a block. Your pool finds a block, but it is not used on the Ethereum network, and so you do not get paid for that because that share, that block, is not used, and so that pay per share method would discount you from earning. Whereas the pplns, or pay per last n shares miners, you get paid for, so say you mine a block, so you get paid first of all. It's kind of best of both worlds. So PPS, you get paid for obviously finding a block and it being used, but you also get paid a certain fee if it does not get used. So you find a block and some glitch happens to where your block does not get used, then you will still get a fee from this PPLNS system. ethmining, I believe, is on PPLNS. Yes, they are. Real-time PPLNS payout scheme. So this is the pool I'm going to use. I will be updating more so as I get closer to my mining. It'll probably be after crypto kind of goes through its cycle of this bull run. But yeah, so that is really kind of an intro video that I wanted to give you guys. This was kind of what I've been educating myself on the past couple of days, and I just kind of wanted to relay that to you. So with that, I really would love, again, I hate to keep reiterating, but get some insight from people that are in the crypto, or the crypto mining space, because that real life experienced education is very valuable, and I would appreciate that very much. So if for anyone in this that wants to come on this learning journey with me and with the rest of this community, please join the Discord. That will be linked in the description. And if you found I said something wrong in this video, please correct me so we can all learn together. Any comments, questions, concerns, reach out in the comment section or in the Discord. So with that, I'll hope you guys enjoyed this video, found some value in it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.